Hello and welcome to another California Psychics live reading today. I am your host and the social media coordinator at California Psychics. And today we are joined by our fantastic and wonderful fan favorite, Psychic Teagan. How are you doing today, Teagan?
Hi, Carson. It is so nice to see you. It's been a minute again, right?
I know it's been, I think since July was your last live. And I remember that was a really, really fun one. So I'm hoping to keep that same energy here today.
Absolutely. I think we
Um,
need to raise the energy today. Today's that
absolutely.
9/11, and so there are a lot of people that, are mourning their loved ones. And so, like, just sending out some great vibes, today for those people that, are going through that difficult time, I think is super important before we start.
Absolutely. Well put, Teagan. I do see a bunch of questions already pouring into the chat for today's live reading. And before we get started, I do have a few bits of information for our audience, and then we'll go ahead and start answering some questions. First of all, if you do see scrolling along the bottom of your screen, we do have a new promo code active. If you use the code READING10, you will receive $10 off your next reading with us. This can be used by existing customers. So if you've gotten a reading within the past year or so, you can use this code through our website, californiapsychics.com, and get $10 off your next reading. Just a reminder as well that this code will only be active for today only, so don't miss out and get your $10 off your next reading today. If you are wanting a one-on-one reading with Teagan after seeing a preview of her abilities today, we'll be shouting out her schedule later in the stream, so make sure to stick around for that. And lastly, before we get started, I want to list off a few ground rules for questions that we can answer today. Unfortunately, we will not be able to answer any legal or medical questions. And for medical, this can include general treatments, medications, and pregnancies. And for legal questions, this can include court cases, custody battles, and general court decisions. If you do ask about another person, please make sure to include their first name. This does allow Teagan to connect faster and more accurately answer your question today. But without any further ado, Teagan, if you are ready, we can go ahead and start beginning to answer some questions today.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. We have one I see one from Daniel from YouTube. Hi, Psychic Teagan. Should I be patient with Jennifer, or do you think that I should move on in this relationship?
Okay, Daniel, thank you for your question. If you could, sweetie, just in your mind, give me permission to make a connection with you. And if you could focus that exhale on Jennifer, okay, with your permission and your focus and your breath. I get to get more detail, okay? Give me 1 second. All right. So literally what I'm seeing in my third eye right now, and one of the reasons why, really quickly, that I share with you what I see in my third eye is because what's that good old saying? A picture is worth 1,000 words. So if I give you a visual of something, allow it to just, trust your intuition too. Because what I'm seeing right now with you and Jennifer is there's a lot of tit for tat energy going on right now. I'm literally seeing that 5 of Wands in my headspace, which means that right now, I feel like you guys have a chance to I would encourage you to be patient for a little bit longer. We do have Mercury in retrograde right now still. And we also had a bunch of other planets that were in retrograde at the same time. So right now, people's emotions and how they interpret other people's communication can really put everybody's feathers kind of up and poofy a little bit, Daniel. And I really feel like right now it's silliness. And I mean no disrespect when I say that. I just feel like there's little tiny things that you guys maybe are frustrated with one another, but I am seeing calmer waters for you. So I'm going to tell you, of course, I always want you to do what's in your heart space. I want you to trust your gut too. But what Spirit's showing me right now is that you guys are getting ready to come off of this kind of maybe a little bit of an up and down kind of energy shift. And I'm telling you, probably in the next 2 weeks, things are going to settle down and you'll start to see her kind of, get back in alignment with your heart and your head, and you'll be able to communicate a lot better. So I say hang in there for just a little bit longer.
All right. Well put, Teagan. I do have one that is more of a career-related question.
Okay.
We have one from Jody. When will I finally get the keys to my business? I'm feeling stuck, and it's so hard for me to find a lender to fund my liquor store.
Okay. All right, Jody, just again, in your mind, give me permission. Focus that exhale on your business. 1 moment. Okay. All right, so yeah, I'm seeing the number 4 and 5. Okay, so this could be anywhere from, I always like to give best case, worst case scenario when it comes to timing, because timing is probably one of the hardest things for us to predict. So I'm going to give you worst case, best case scenario. Now, because I'm seeing the number 4, fours are all about the four corners of your home, the four corners of your world, also about solid foundations and communication. Fives are about change. So I'm going to tell you it could take up to 4 to 5 months at max, sweetie. That could also mean, March or April of next year, because that's, or March or April of next year, or April, May, excuse me, 4 and 5. But there is also a potential for 4 to 5, or 4 to 5 weeks. Okay, so you could find something right before the end of this year. But if it does go over into 2024, I do really feel that right now Spirit has just placed a bit of a delay and a little bit of a pause. Trust that the universe has your best interest at heart right now. It is Mercury retrograde too, so like signing anything legal, anything like that, it's just sometimes like that square peg going into that round hole. So I'm going to say no later than April or May. I hope it's a lot sooner because I know you're super anxious to get things started. But trust, okay? Just keep trusting that right now it's not happening because maybe there's something else that's getting ready to step up into your life, a better interest rate, or who knows, the divine always knows best. So keep trusting. I do feel that after the first of the year you'll be able to really pick up momentum in your business, and I do feel that it is going to work out. So 4 to 5 weeks, 4 to 5 months.
Awesome. Our next one, and that was great insight as always, Teagan. Wishing you the best, by the way, Jody. Our next one is going to be for Bree. I could use your help on knowing if I'm going to hear from Austin. Am I wasting my time, or am I wasting my time in hope, or is he in fact the one for me?
Okay, so it's Bree and Austin. All right, sweetie, focus that exhale on Austin, and in your mind, please give me permission to connect. All right. Okay, so Bree, I'm always going to be honest. I do feel like Austin has pulled back a little bit, and it's like, the head is in the sand, butt's up in the air, like, oh, I just can't right now. I just feel like he's very preoccupied in a lot of things. I also feel like he's doing a lot of soul searching at the moment for me. And so I do feel that you guys can come back to one another. I just feel like right now, the universe is keeping him at distance because he is processing a lot, who he wants to be, what direction he wants to go. His head and his heart seem a little bit out of balance, right? And one of my most favorite sayings that Spirit shares with me a lot is like, Teagan, tell your clients that, the head will always mess with us, right? Because we're human, we have ego. So sometimes we will get caught in our head, right? We call it sabotaging. And then our hearts can sometimes trip and we think we're in love, but it sometimes can be infatuation, right? But that gut, my dear, that gut will never, ever, ever lie to you. Sometimes that head and that heart will get confused. Right now, I feel like he's pulled back. He might have even ghosted you or pulled back. I'm actually seeing the Hermit in my mind right now. And so I feel like, because I don't feel like it's anything that you have done. I just feel like he's going through his own motions. So now with this one, I am seeing 2 and 3, so that you could hear from him within about 2 to 3 days, no more than 2 to 3 weeks. Okay, I really do feel like you will hear from him in September. And I feel like he was just kind of going in and doing some of his own soul searching. So as far as whether or not he's the one, there's a lot of dynamics that are going on between the two of you right now. Here's what I will say. I do feel that you guys have an opportunity to come together, be on the same page, reading the same book, moving forward. Right now, sweetie, you're chapters ahead of him, and it's like he's trying to process. I know he wants you in his life. I know that he cares for you, but it just seems like there's a lot of things coming his direction. He just can't multitask those emotions right now. So give it a little bit of time, 2 to 3. I hope it's in 2 to 3 days. And frankly, it could be within 2 to 3 hours as quickly as, but he'll be reaching out.
Awesome. Great insight. I've said that 3 times already, but but as always, you keep giving out fantastic information for our viewers. And Bree, we hope that resonates with you. Our next question is going to be from Torre from YouTube. How does Jay feel about me? Did he get back with his ex, and will he reach out to me?
Okay. So do your little, I like to call it magic, but do your little magic in your mind. Give me permission. Focus that exhale on, oh, I'm sorry, what? Jay. Okay, give me 1 second, sweetie. Okay. So I know I sometimes get a little heavy sometimes when I see some things because I can't not tell you what I'm seeing. For right now, sweetie, I really do feel like this relationship is kind of, it's come to somewhat of a closure for me, okay? I am not getting that he got back with his ex. If he did, they are not together now, because actually what I'm seeing is Jay kind of, once again, really lost with who he wants, what direction he wants to be. What do I want to be when I grow up? Who do I want to love when I grow up? And I just feel like right now, Jay is only capable of giving you tiny little, okay, let me go back. Okay, so you know when we throw tarot cards, right? We have kings, we have knights, and we have pages, okay? Anybody that is wanting a relationship, they always want to see that king of cups, right? Or that queen of cups, if you will, depending upon if you're a male or female, right? I'm seeing Jay right now in my mind as a page. Okay. And so what that is saying to me is usually pages are, and I'm not picking on him when I'm saying this, I'm just truly just reading the energy of what Spirit's showing me, is that right now his heart isn't as mature as you need it to be. Okay. Pages are, they have love, the heart will pitter patter, but they don't always know what to do and how to take the next step to create more of a mature love. Okay. This could also indicate that he's a little bit younger than you, or it sometimes can indicate that he's being a little bit immature, right? So with pages, they can only give you tiny little crumbs of the cookie. They can't give you the full cookie. The king, on the other hand, can give you the full cookie. So I feel like right now, and I've never ever want to tell you what to do, but this is what Spirit is suggesting right now, is I would just keep sending him, strength, love, happiness, whatever. Because, when we mirror people, people will feel our energy. I feel like he's got some unfinished business, or he's carrying heaviness from the ex, but I don't feel that they have jumped back in. But I do feel like it's one of the reasons why he's, I don't know, it's like a string. It's like a string, like a, I don't want to say a puppet, but I don't know if the ex just likes to come in and kind of try to do some things. And so he gets a little bit lost at times. Doesn't mean he's a bad guy. He's just not ready to give you any more than that baby page. So I would really continue to move on with your life, start to enjoy other people. Do I feel like he's going to reach out? You betcha I do. But right now, I wouldn't tell you to hold your breath and wait for him, because when he does reach out, sweetie, you're going to be in the driver's seat. Okay. You're going to be the one flying the plane now. So just trust. Yeah, she likes to interfere. I see. It's like she sees, I see kind of like a Pinocchio, okay, on the string. And she just every once in a while wants to come in and move him around or just get him upset. I don't feel like she wants him back, but she doesn't want him to be happy. And so this is residual that he has to figure out, draw the line in the sand so that he can have a healthy relationship, whether it's with you or anybody else for that matter. He's got to do the work.
All right. That was wonderfully put, Teagan. And now that we are about 15 minutes in, I do want to remind everybody real quick, taking just one extra minute, that if you are enjoying the stream today, go ahead and give us a like, a subscribe. And if you are enjoying a little preview of Psychic Teagan's abilities today, know that you can get a reading with her at CaliforniaPsychics.com. You can use that code that's scrolling along the bottom there, reading 10 for $10 off your next reading. And that's valid for today only. So make sure you go ahead and write that down and use it today. Once again, at CaliforniaPsychics.com. Teagan, what is your upcoming schedule looking like for those who are wanting to get a reading with specifically you?
Okay, so and now that because last time we did this, I just moved in. I was getting ready to move into my new home, right? So my schedule was a little crazy. So you guys can always find me Mondays, chat only, Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And that will be Mountain Standard Time. Okay, so 10 to 2 if you want to talk on the phone. Mondays, if you need a little bit more privacy, I'll be on chat too throughout the week. But Mondays just kind of dedicated to just that online kind of energy. So come hang out with me tomorrow between 10 and 2, Tuesday through Friday. I'd love to give you guys readings.
And also you can go ahead and also use the offline messages function on California Psychics. Those are like quick little DMs. So it's like sending a very quick message if you just have a very quick question. But let's go ahead and start getting back into questions, because I know we have a lot coming in and I do not want to waste any more time. One from Morris: please, does my ex-girlfriend, Esther, I can't pronounce that, but I know I'm mispronouncing it. I as soon as I hear it. But does she still love me and have feelings for me? Morris and Esther.
And Esther, okay.
Esther. I was actually trying to say that, but I kept like messing it up in my head.
All right.
So.
Okay, Morris, give me permission, please, in your mind to make a connection with you and focus that exhale on Esther. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right. So I do feel that she cares very, very, very deeply for you, but I also feel like there's still some healing that needs to take place from both of you. It's kind of like, you know, after you break up with somebody or somebody breaks up with you or however the dynamics go, like there for a while, like you get angry or you're mad or you're just sitting, you're like marinating in that frustrated part, right? I do feel like she kind of goes back and forth. I do feel like she still cares, but I also sense that it was frustrated with how the dynamics maybe ended up towards the very end when she needs some time. She just needs some time to heal. I'm actually seeing the star card in my mind, which is a representation of the Aquarius sign. Sometimes I can nail it and you can say, oh, I'm an Aquarius, or she is. It's okay if you're not an Aquarius. That star card is all about healing and having faith, okay? I just feel like the two of you just need some time to allow yourself to kind of, my dad always used to tell me, Teagan, don't ever make a decision based on emotion, right? Like, because you just have to allow yourself to feel. And I feel like once you both have had a little bit of time to heal and just kind of calm down from everything, I do feel that there is a potential reach out. I just feel like it's going to take a little bit longer than maybe you'd like, Morris. It could take up to 2 months is what I'm hearing.
All right. Our next one is going to be for Vanessa. Her question popped up for a second while I was pulling up a different one. What do you see for me in Seth, and will he choose me over a different third party or a separate third party and stop being distant? I am a Leo and he is a Virgo. So Seth and Vanessa.
Okay, Seth and Vanessa. All right. All right. Give me 1 second, sweetie. Okay. All right. Hopefully I won't get a little feisty on this one, because there's a part of me that really wants to protect you right now, Vanessa. I really do. I don't feel like he's putting you as an as a choice by an option. I feel like he's really just kind of playing both sides of the fence and all of the fences. I'm not quite sure that he's capable of just making one decision. I feel badly saying this, but I just feel like right now, this third party energy is just going to start to get kind of yucky. I don't know if there's some people here that work together or some dynamics, but it does feel to me like there potentially somebody's going to find out about something, and it just looks like it's going to escalate. So, and hear this from my heart, please, not my lips. I don't ever want to hurt you, but what I would say to you right now is that you are you are an option. You need to be up there as a priority. And right now I don't feel like he's making you. Okay, it's his ex, so that's why. Okay. And I just feel like he's just going to teeter-totter back and forth, and he may even have some of his own karmic lessons that are still attached to her, hence why I see him going back and forth. I'm literally seeing like a ping pong ball going back and forth, and I just feel like right now, the more you can push her towards his ex, I know you'll be like, Teagan, why would I do that? I love this man. Let me tell you why you're going to do that. Because you know what? You don't need the baggage, right, coming from the old relationship. Now, when I say that, hear that also from my heart, because we all have it. We all have stuff. You just have to find somebody that loves you enough to help you unpack, right? So, but he has got to make some decisions. And I feel like as soon as he makes a decision and he moves forward with you, she comes in with the hook on the stage and pulls him behind the curtain and gets him all like, up and down. So the more you push him to her energy, the more those two will finish up that karmic little knot that they still have, undo it, and he'll be able to move on. But right now, I see the dynamics going like this for a good 3 to 4 months.
All right. Hopefully that does resonate with you, Vanessa. Our next question is going to come from Catherine, who is asking, I would like to know if my ex Cameron and I are going to get back together.
Okay, and Cameron. All right. Okay, Catherine, give me 1 second, sweetie. Okay. In all honesty, and everything that I feel and I'm seeing right now, I really am seeing both of you very, very, very hurt through dynamics. Like I'm literally seeing that 3 of Swords in my mind. And I feel like right now, it's so hard for me to say, like sometimes when things kind of come in and they're not like the happiest relationship or the scenario, but I just feel like there's too much water under the bridge right now, Catherine, especially between now and the end of the year. I just feel like somebody's really caught up in their headspace. This could be Cameron, but I don't see Cameron wanting to like try to heal or move forward. It's like he's holding on to frustration and anger right now, and I can't get past that anger piece. So I'm sorry, sweetie, but for me, I don't see a reconciliation right now. Maybe down the road after the first of the year, but when I ask Spirit, I just keep hearing too much water under the bridge.
All right. Our next one is going to be another love question, and hopefully we can get another one after this, but we will still answer love questions. Justin is asking, what does the future hold for my ex Samantha and I? Will she realize her true feelings for me and come back?
All right, Samantha. Okay. Okay. So Justin, when I connect with Samantha's energy, I just keep hearing delay, 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 delay. I'm seeing 3, 3, 3, 3 a lot. So threes to me are all about,
That was my fault.
That's okay, no worries. Threes to me are all about delays, but they're also about manifestation, okay? I feel like right now, and I feel like maybe because Spirit is showing me all these threes, that there could be some opportunity for you guys to connect within the next 3 months, no later than March of 2024, okay? I feel like she's also trying to figure herself out. Did you guys meet online? Is there some physical distance here, or is it just emotional distance that I'm seeing? Because that three of wands in my mind can also indicate not only delays, but it could mean that there is some kind of distance. And if it's not physical, it just means it's emotional right now. Because I really do feel that there's a turning point for the two of you. I do feel that she will speak her truth to you one day. I just feel like it may not be in the next week or two. So you might just have to allow Spirit and trust Spirit that when she is ready to come back in and communicate, I do feel like you have an opportunity to start fresh with her, okay? But it is going to be a little bit down the road. The other thing that Spirit's telling me right now is that, and again, I'm not trying to sound like Mama Bear over here and be grumpy and tell you what to do. So, please take my words for how I mean them. You can't pick up where you left off with this woman. You have to pour a new foundation, literally like taking that bulldozer and breaking the foundation. There was some kind of trust that was broken, or there was something, and Spirit says you can't just put putty in there and fill that gap. You both have to move forward. You have to get everything up off your chest, communicate it, because without communication and trust, you won't have anything. And I do feel the two of you will bounce back into one another.
All right. And our next one is going to be a mediumship question, if you are ready for it, Teagan. Our next one is from Susan. Hi, Teagan. I did find an open envelope in a shopping cart. It was open, and it said, "A gift from my heart to you." Did Luis send it? And can you possibly see the meaning behind it? Thank you.
Okay, so let me read that again. I found an open envelope in a shopping cart. It was open. It said, "A gift from my heart to you." Oh, I get it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. That's now. I just have to make sure I understand this question. So, did you say that is it Lois that passed away, or Lewis?
Yes, I believe so. It is a mediumship question, and yes, this card, was this actually a message from Luis?
So, first of all, this warms my heart tremendously because I don't believe in coincidences. And Spirit has shared with me as I'm talking to you, okay, that it's like he's been trying to get your attention, okay? Feel like something very might have happened very quickly, very unexpectedly in his passing. And I feel like he is trying to communicate. I also want you to, as far as the meaning goes, what does it mean? Like, it means, babe, I'm here. I'm right here. Like, look around you. Look at the flowers and the butterflies and all these things that are all these symbolisms around. I'm here. I feel like that Louise passed, like I said, unexpectedly or quicker than anticipated, and I just sense that he's struggling with leaving you, with how he left you. Okay, and so yes, it was divinely placed in that cart. Okay. I do believe that it means that he loves you. He's looking out for you. Be open to hearing. And I want you to look for signs because I keep seeing 1111. I'm seeing 999, and I'm also seeing 222. So, is there a birthday coming up that he's getting ready to celebrate somebody's birthday in the month of 11 and or 9 or the number 2? 2s are about new partnerships. So I feel like he's trying to create a new partnership with you to let you know that even though you can't see him with your eyes right now, he's very present in your life. He's worried about you. He doesn't want to be alone. He doesn't want to be without you.
Not seeing any message. Oh, Susan does not recognize the numbers, unfortunately.
Okay. That's okay.
Lisa is asking a different question, more towards love again. Will Matt call or text me this week? I believe he is my soulmate, and I'm currently feeling like I have a pit in my stomach.
Oh, all right. Give me 1 second here, Lisa. Okay. I do feel like he's going to call you, but I don't feel like he's going to call you until about the 3rd week of September. Okay. He's taken a little bit of hiatus from himself. He seems like he's zipped up his heart space a little bit, but it's not closed off all the way. Okay. I just feel like he just kind of zipped it up. And when he comes back around, I feel like he will unzip it. You have to go super slow with this energy. It seems to me like Matt's energy, I don't know if you guys just started going too quick, too fast, or it just became a little bit too overwhelming. Spirit is saying it's just a pause button that he's hitting, but he will unsnooze you and reach back out to you. But it might not be as soon as you want. So I'm going to say no later than the 3rd week in September, my dear.
All right. Our next question is going to be from Jossie. Will Kevin and I make it to a relationship? And will it be long-term, if you see that?
Okay. Okay. So I close my eyes and I ask in my mind, and the first thing that pops up in my third eye is literally the Ace of Cups. Okay. So what I am seeing about that Ace of Cups is it's divine timing, and this will happen within the next 30 to 45 days. Things are going to get a lot more serious. They are going to emotionally create beautiful roots in the relationship. Just try not to go too quick, too fast. I do feel like Kevin already has feelings for you, but I just feel like he's trying to slow them down a bit. So if you feel like at times he's doing a little bit of that tango dance, just trust that things are. I do see something very beautiful developing for the two of you. So I do feel with the third eye imagery of that cup with a heart inside of it that you do have potential for some long term, as long as you communicate really well with each other and live in the present. Don't worry about going too quick, too fast in this relationship. Because if you do, I feel like both of you or one of you will put the brakes on and go, it's going too fast. I need to slow down. So I love the energy that the two of you share. I love what you guys are already building. Just continue to fertilize him and allow him to fertilize you. And I do feel you have opportunities for something very solid.
All right. And now that we are about 30-ish minutes, about halfway through our live stream, I do want to shout out once again that if you are enjoying the live stream, go ahead and and subscribe if you are watching on YouTube. And if you are a existing customer of California Psychics, we do have a promo code scrolling along the bottom that you can use today and today only. If you use the code reading10, you will get $10 off your next reading. Once again, this is for today and today only. And what better use of it than to get a reading with Psychic Teagan? You've already seen a preview of her abilities here. But if you are wanting to kind of continue the energy, Teagan, what is your regular hours looking like, and what's your upcoming schedule going to be?
You got it. So for the rest of the week, Tuesday through Friday, I will be available from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Mountain Standard. And that will be pretty standard throughout every week. Mondays, I will be on chat only. Okay, so I won't be on the actual phones, but you can reach out to me. Also through DM, I can always get an email if you guys have a quick question and you need me to jump on and assist you. So Tuesday through Friday, definitely on the phone. With chat as well, but Mondays will be chat only. So come give me a chance. I'd love the opportunity to connect deeper for you.
And on CaliforniaPsychics.com, whenever you do pull up a profile and send up those offline chats, it's just like sending a DM, sending a message in here, except you won't be live. You won't have me watching you as well as a bunch of others. But it'll be more of a private, intimate session, which is exactly how you get the answers that you need. But we still have more questions to go. In about 15 minutes, we will switch over to our tarot section where we will be answering through tarot polls, but we will be able to get through a few more during that lightning 15-minute round. All right. And our next question is going to be, it's going to be a mediumship question again, if you are ready. Does my deceased friend Josephine have a message for me, Stephanie? She died in September of 2021, so about 2 years ago.
Okay.
I'm sorry for that loss, by the way, Stephanie.
Yes. Okay, and this is Stephanie. All right, Stephanie, give me just 1 second, please. In your mind, please give me permission to make a connection. Focus your exhale on Josephine. 1 second. Okay. So I close my eyes and ask her to come join us for a conversation. The first thing that I see is a field of like sunflowers. I see lilac, lavender everywhere, like purple and yellow everywhere. And let me just go a little deeper because right now I'm just getting imagery. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so it's like did you assist her in healing through emotion, through just being present in her life? Did she always tell you, thank you, you're my rock? She's showing me a really, really big rock, okay? Like she's saying she's always been my rock. She helped me like go through some really highs and lows in my life. You assisted in helping her heal some things in her life. But she's also telling me, like, I don't know if you guys like enjoyed, if she's a big flower person or something, because I feel like the lavender is all about healing. Okay. I don't know if you're smelling it lately or if you have some beautiful lavender in your backyard, but these sunflowers are gigantic. So I feel like she's telling me that you were something very bright, very beautiful in her life. And it's like, I don't know, she's telling me, she's making me feel like I need to go get you some flowers and bring them to you. Or did you place some kind of sunflowers down with her? Is there a representation? Because what she's just showing me is a beautiful vase of these flowers. So I ask you, is it your birthday coming up? Was it her recent birthday, anniversary of something? Because she's making me, like, all I can smell is just like beautiful, the perfume of flowers. But I really, really do feel like this lavender is saying you were her rock, you were her healer, you assisted her. Were you there with her when she passed away, like by her bedside or something? Because that's how she's making me feel, like you were always there for her. Maybe not literally on that day, but that you were just such an amazing friend that offered so much help while she was struggling in life.
All right. And our next question, and also we hopefully this does resonate with you, Stephanie. But our next question is from Jeanette. This is more career or school career oriented. Jeanette is finishing her dissertation and she needs to complete it in about 13 months. Will this happen? And do you see it being successful?
Wow. Well, congratulations to you. That's fantastic news, girl. I don't even have to take a deep breath to connect with you because I just feel like you're already there. I feel like you've already passed the finish line. You already collected $200 and you're already on your marks, get set, go. So I feel like what Spirit is telling me right now is that you already have it in you. And yes, you're going to do it within under the 13 months. I am actually seeing July, August of next year where you are going to have it completed moving forward. And I do see you to be very successful with it. So it's almost kind of like, yeah, you're going to finish up sooner. They're giving you 13 months, but you're going to end up doing it a lot quicker just because it's already here, babe. It's like, you know, when you get ready to open up a champagne bottle and when you have to press the cork, just otherwise it's going to shoot up and hit the ceiling and go everywhere. This is the energy that Spirit is telling me that's within you. So that says to me that you're passionate, you're excited, you can't wait to do this. And the biggest thing that I would say, and now here I am, being mama bear again, get out of that headspace. Don't sabotage yourself. You already have the direction that you're going to go. I feel like you have a couple different ideas in as far as your dissertation. And I do feel you'll be making a decision on what direction you really do want to go and what you want to write about. As soon as you make that decision, my dear, universe is on your side and you're 0 to 60 and 3.2 out of the gate, making it happen.
All right. And our next one, and we will be switching over to Tarot here in about 5-10-ish minutes at the most. Teresa is asking, will I hear from Zach again? We did have an argument early this month.
Okay, second. Okay. I do feel that you are going to hear from him, but I feel like there's a little bit of ego involved, or somebody's got egg on their face. What I mean by that is you guys might have shared some kind of frustration back and forth, and somebody's really sitting in that space of still hearing and they're still angry. I am seeing the number 17 and 18, so I feel like Zach could be reaching out to you by the 17th or the 18th of this month. I do feel that you guys have an opportunity to kind of rebuild and move forward from this fight. So you guys will work through it. But right now it's literally I see both of you in separate corners, Spirit saying right now, just take that deep breath, pull away for a little bit, allow yourself to just kind of let go of the feelings and the frustration. Because I really do feel like his ego's in the way a little bit.
All right. And our next one, I think it is from Austin. Will my ex-girlfriend Heather come back? Or when will I get my ex-girlfriend Heather back?
Oh, I like that confidence. I like the way he actually wrote that. When will I get Heather back? Okay, Austin, give me just 1 second, sweetie. Okay. So I actually am seeing the number 6. Okay, sixes to me are about reciprocity and they're about an equal exchange of energy. This could be 6 weeks. Okay, within the next 6 weeks. I do feel you guys are going to get back together again and start fresh, or at least have the opportunity to start fresh just before the holidays. So this could be right around that November going into December timeframe. Again, hear this from my heart, not trying to tell you what to do, but try not to push her too much. Try to just give her some space right now, because I do feel like she goes from head to heart, heart to head. She's trying to line everything back up. Things do have to look very differently if she steps back into your life. So communication, solid foundation, really just being open with one another and starting fresh. And I do feel you'll be together before the holidays.
All right. Our next one will be from Angelica. Will there be a commitment in a future between Andy and I? Angelica and Andy.
All right, Angelica and Andy. All right, what do we got for Angelica and Andy? Okay. All right, my dears. So I'm actually seeing the Knight of Pentacles in my mind and around you and Andy, okay? Which says to me, now remember earlier when we talked about pages and knights and kings and queens and all of that, right? That knight, and because I'm seeing it as a pentacle in my mind, the Knight of Pentacles is somebody that you want to bring home to mom and dad. Okay, but they're also somebody that's very focused on their career, focused on family, focused on creating a new foundation. And so this person may walk a little slow, okay, like turtle pace. But remember, slow and steady always wins the race. This Andy, to me, feels like an observer. He likes to take his time. He doesn't want to jump in too quick, too fast. So I really do feel, now that Knight of Pentacles can also be indicating Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn season. We have Capricorn season coming up. So I really do feel like future plans are in the making by Capricorn season moving forward, because I really just do feel like he feels very confident, very steady, very like happy with you. He just doesn't come out of the gate 0 to 60 in 3.2. So he's just going to be a little bit more calm, cool, and collected. Maybe he's a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or maybe you are. But that imagery in my mind says worth the wait, worth the slow and steady. It's going to have, it has beautiful outcome down the road.
All right. And our next one will be from Krista, another mediumship question. From my son, or do you have any messages from my son Judah or my daughter Samantha?
Son Judah. Give me 1 second here. Okay. So it's interesting because the first thing that I connect when I connect with your kid, with actually both of these, I don't know if they were twins or that they're very similar in age. And I'm literally like seeing like a bear. I don't know if they're just showing me that a younger version of them, or that you've been, mama bear, you're very protective of them, or that they love you. They're indicating some kind of bear right now, some kind of a teddy bear kind of situation. I don't know if when they passed, there was a bear that was placed, but it almost feels to me, okay, I feel like they have been trying to communicate with you, but I feel like they were young when they passed. Did they pass at a younger age? Because they're literally showing me like very youthful, but it could just be, let me just give me 1 second here. I want to get deep into this one because I do feel like I can, but it might take me a little bit longer here.
She is saying that they are not close in age.
Okay. All right. So what is this teddy bear thing? I am seeing a teddy bear. I'm seeing a rope, like what is this? Like, mom, hold on, don't give up. It's like pulling up. One of them right now is showing me like an anchor that's been dropped. Okay, thank you. I think what they're trying to say to me is that I don't know if you're thinking about moving or you're wanting to leave a situation. Okay. And it's almost like they're saying, mom, lift up the anchor. Like, we're always going to be with you. No matter where you are, we are going to be with you. Like, please start to move forward in your life, or please start to allow love in your life, or please stop worrying about us. We're here. We're watching you. I'm actually seeing white doves too. Like, they're asking, like, they're wanting peace for you. So, okay, and she was 19. They gave me a teddy bear at the hospital. Okay, there we go. You've always been their anchor. You've always been, I'm sorry, I'm going to get emotional here for a second. I got to just, because I can feel your loss, my love, and I'm sorry. But I feel like the older one is like, mom, you have to start moving forward. You have to start taking care of yourself. We're here. We're going to be here. We're all going to be together one day. But I feel like when you lost your son, and then when you lost your daughter, it really just, the anchor just dropped and you just didn't want to move forward in life. And so the biggest thing for me, what I hear them saying is mom, squeeze that bear, know that we love you, and start living for you. We want to see you happy again, is what I hear. Sorry, I gotta like relax here because.
No worries at all. That gives me time to kind of transition. We are going to spend the last 15 minutes switching over to our tarot section. We do have a lot more questions that are coming into the chat, and we do want to have opportunities to answer more of those questions. So we are going to, start taking tarot into the chat, and seeing a lot of support towards Krista in the chat as well. But if you are enjoying today's live stream, please go to CaliforniaPsychics.com. Also, there's a link in the stream that you are watching right now. It links to Psychic Teagan's profile. If you are enjoying a preview of her abilities today and wish to get a reading with her later, we do have a promo code. If you see along the bottom if you use the code reading10, and today only this code is valid, reading10 today only, you will receive $10 off your next reading with us. So those who have gotten a reading with us within the past year, you can get $10 off your next reading today only. And why not use it with Teagan? Teagan, you said you're going to be off doing the offline messages, so answering kind of the DMs right after this. So.
Yep, 100%. And then tomorrow you can, for the rest of the week, you can catch me between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Mountain.
Awesome.
Tuesday through Friday. Yeah.
And once again, we are starting our tarot section. So go ahead and start asking for tarot card pulls in the chat. Starting to see some questions now. So if you're ready to get started, Teagan. Oh, and also Teagan did bring her charms as well. So if you would like either a tarot pull or a charm pull, go ahead and specify in the chat and we'll go ahead and get that done for you. Our first one will be for Marianne, who is asking for a love card, please.
All right, Marianne, let's see what Spirit has for you regarding love. All right, let's see if I can get this in focus.
There we go, for a tiny little bit.
Empress card. Okay, my dear. The person that's getting ready to step into your life is going to honor you, appreciate you for so many reasons. The Empress card is, okay, so the Empress actually communicates with all the queens, okay? She is, she's beauty, she's love, she's Mother Nature. Whenever this card pops up, it means that somebody that loves you or that's getting ready to love you is going to treat you like the queen that you are, my dear. That Empress is mothering and loving and kind, and she is like absolutely beautiful. So I feel like you have a very beautiful love stepping in. If you're in a relationship right now, this Empress card does suggest that this person knows exactly what they have, or if you're not in one quite yet, you're going to be meeting somebody that's going to be letting you know they appreciate you and that you are exactly what they're looking for.
All right. Next one is going to be for Michelle, a charm pull for Michelle.
Just in general, huh?
Oh, that's a little bit loud, by the way, Teagan, just letting you know.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So, I got two for you today. So this little charm is all about rebirth. Okay. This is similar to what we suggest when we talk about the death card. Now, a lot of people don't like the word, but it's one of my favorite cards in the deck, and this particular, because this is about you rebirthing yourself, sweetie. And I also have the moon here in this itty bitty little tiny charm. So I feel like it could just be a representation of your birthing, your spirituality. Okay. You could also be rebirthing yourself in general. Maybe you're a Pisces with that moon showing up, but it's really about trusting your intuition and allowing yourself to close a cycle and rebirth something absolutely beautiful in your life. So yes, intuition is really spot on too, moving forward.
All right. Our next one is going to be for Sophie, who is from YouTube, who is asking for a career card.
Got it. Okay. Clarity, please, for Sophie in regards to career. What does Sophie need to hear, Spirit? What's up? All right. So we got the Hanged Man. Okay. So your career right now may feel a little stagnant. Okay, a little bit of stagnation going on. But I'm also hearing Spirit say, it's interesting because at the bottom of the deck that was just sitting right here, this is the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is this is a knight that goes out, always comes back with a successful, like goes to war all the time, like goes out and comes back successful. So it says to me that even though right now you may feel stagnant in your career, you may even be looking at your career through a different lens, okay? With that Hanged Man, he literally is upside down looking at his life, okay? And I feel like you're going to be picking back up the speed. I wouldn't be surprised if you actually like go down a different path with your career, because I feel like this Hangman, my guides keep telling me that not only does it represent stagnation, but it's also representing you really looking at your career kind of like a diamond. You know, there's so many facets in a diamond, like lots of different opportunities are coming and there is success for you. But right now you are a little tired and a little exhausted. Okay. So I do feel that things are going to start moving forward for you. Don't be surprised if you hop the track. And you say, Teagan, what does that mean? I say it means that what you were doing, You may completely go and do something else, create a new tool for your toolbox, okay? Because it just feels to me like something's gonna pop. And I am hearing the number 11. So I feel like this could be the month of November where you actually are going, wow, I know exactly what I wanna do and what direction I wanna do to move forward. Right now, a little stuck, but you'll get there.
All right. Our next one is going to be for Tiffy, another love card.
All right. Okay. Card for Tiffy, please. What do we got? Okay, love card. So I have the High Priestess right now, okay? I'm trying to zoom in, so I struggle. Sorry if you can't see it super good. But this is the High Priestess. High Priestess, I'm going to give you a couple different ways to, kind of figure out maybe what this may be. At the bottom of the deck was the Two of Swords. So I feel like you could be really up in your headspace, maybe even keeping yourself quiet. Maybe intuitively you're feeling something weird is going on in the relationship and you're kind of questioning some things. That High Priestess is about sometimes secrets. It's also about keeping everything to yourself and not speaking much. I would say that if you are up in your headspace over someone, I need you right now to truly, truly trust your intuition, because your intuition is spot on right now. And the next card, unfortunately, was the Seven of Swords. So there could be somebody that maybe wasn't being honest with you. Okay. And you're really just going, I can't believe this person potentially would do this to me. If it's hitting your gut space, trust it.
All right. Our next one is from Amira. A love card or love charm, please, for her and Amarian.
All right. I'm going to try not to be so loud. Okay. So you have the Tree of Life right here. Let's see if I can get it in there. Okay. Beautiful Tree of Life. This says to me, my dear, is that you are not just growing. Your love is not just going to grow high and tall like a tree. It's actually going to grow deep and wide with beautiful roots. This tree indicates something very, very, very solid stepping into your life. Okay, we look at how much it's grown, how full it is. The way that it is, what's the saying? As above, so below. Okay, so as you guys continue to move forward with your relationship, you're going to start to continue to blossom. Your tree is going to get big, okay? But it's also going to be very rooted. I think it's got beautiful long-term potential. So just trust and know that as above the tree, so below the tree. So I like it. I think it's beautiful.
All right. Next one is for Lauren for a love card.
All right. Okay, Spirit clarity for Lauren. What does she need to hear in regards to love today, Spirit? All right. I got the Eight of Pentacles. There it is. Okay, look at this guy. He is working hard, very focused. There is a love relationship potentially coming into your life that both of you will be working hard at giving each other, very focused, very dedicated to really making things work, okay? This could also indicate that you might have met somebody at work or that you're in the same line of work. I have been looking at the bottom of the decks too when I do afterwards. I really do feel like this person has the potential to be very, very solid. We've got this Ace of Pentacles. So I do feel like there could be some work energy that is connected. If you're in a relationship now, maybe you met through work, maybe this person was a coworker. If not, it just says that the person that's about ready to step into this relationship with you is willing to work hard at making you happy.
All right. And we do have about 5 minutes left, and we will pull a few more cards. But just to remind you, if you are enjoying the stream today, why don't you go ahead and get a reading and continue it by getting a reading with Psychic Teagan on CaliforniaPsychics.com. There is a link in the description of the live stream you are watching. If you go ahead and click that, it'll pull up Psychic Teagan's page, as well as the ability to book an appointment, give her a call, or send an offline message where it's just like sending a message on here, but without everybody watching, and it feels more private. But Teagan, what's your regular hours like? One final time for those who are wondering.
You got it. On Mondays, I'm only on chat, okay? But on Tuesdays through Fridays, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Mountain Standard, Tuesday through Friday, phone and chat. Mondays, only chat.
And
so
if you've gotten a reading with us within the past year or so, use the code READING10. It's valid for today only for our Monday lives, and you will get $10 off your next reading. But We do have some more questions to answer, so let's go ahead and get started. Or I get to it. Stacy is asking for another love card.
All right. And really quickly, as I was looking up, because I can see the live and how many minutes we have left, Stacy, right when your question popped up, I saw 54, 44. So we got some fours showing up and already in your energy. Yeah, 444, communication solid. All right. What does Stacy need to hear in love, please, Spirit? Oh, girl, look at this. We got the Ace of Cups. Let's see if I can get this in here and show you how beautiful this is. Look at this. Not only is this going to be a solid, beautiful relationship coming to you probably within the next 4. So I'm going to say 30 days because of that 444. Spirit talks to me in lots of numbers and lots of ways. They don't always have to represent birthdays or anything like that, but sometimes they're just that powerhouse when they come in by themselves. You've got something very beautiful blossoming and growing. I want you to notice the bottom here. This is down here. This is a lotus. Okay. Beautiful spiritual connection. This could even be considered somewhat of a soul mate. I don't believe we just have one. We have many. So I really do feel like divinely you are going to be stepping into a very beautiful reciprocal love within 30 days.
All right. And our next one is going to be for Helen with a career card.
Sure. All right, Spirit. Just Helen need to hear today regarding her career. All right, you got something coming in, my dear, fairly quickly within the next 30 to 45 days. Let's see if I can get this in here. It's the Ace of Swords. Beautiful communication. This is all about intellectual idea, property, communication. You may even be going into some form of communication in the new role, but something is headed your way that is divinely being brought to you for new beginnings and new opportunities. You are also not going to be taking a lateral move on this next career opportunity. This will be you leveling up. I've got a crown right there on that sword that says to me that you are going to be stepping up the scale, not laterally moving forward. So I don't know if you're doing journalism, writing, if you're a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius energy, it does feel to me like things are on the way because you've been putting it out there for the universe and the universe is hearing.
All right. And make sure we get another one from YouTube. Gabriella with a financial card.
All right. Let's get Gabrielle. All right, money card, please, Spirit. What's up? For Gabriella, what do we have? All right. I love this card for you, money card. This is the 9 of Pentacles. Look at her. She's beautiful. She's confident. She has, you know, the shoulders are thrown back, very successful, very independent. So for me, I'm not worried about money. This is the number 9. Okay. I'd be a little worried if maybe I got a 2, but I got 9. If 10 is completion and perfection, 9s are all about, you know, confidence, getting close to a goal. Okay. So if you have a financial goal coming, or if you have a financial goal in mind around money, it's coming your way. Okay. It could take up to 6 to 9 months before you get there, but it is coming. You look very confident financially. Mm-hmm.
And that is about a full hour elapsed today, Teagan. It has been an absolutely wonderful stream today. For those who are wondering and wanting to use or get a reading and continue it with Teagan, remember you can go to CaliforniaPsychics.com. There is also a link in the description of the live stream you are watching. You can go ahead and click that, and that will pull up Psychic Teagan's profile, as well as the ability to book an appointment, send her an offline message. And Teagan, you did say that you will be responding to messages tonight, right?
You bet.
All right. So if you are wanting to continue the energy, go ahead and send Teagan a message on CaliforniaPsychics.com. And if you use the code reading10, once again, it is scrolling at the bottom of your screen, you will get $10 off your next reading with us. So why not do that whenever you get your question answered by Teagan today? But it has been an absolutely wonderful live stream with you today, Teagan. Today was a lot of fun. And we will be back next week for our audience. For those who are wanting to get a question answered, it will be the exact same time next week with Psychic Reagan. Teagan, do you have any final words?
I just always enjoy this. So thank you, all of you. Sorry we couldn't get all your answers done, but please reach out, DM me. It's the quickest, fastest way to just get some answers. And Carson, it's always great to see you. So.
And yes, we will be back once again next week at the same time. So thanks everybody for joining us, and bye-bye.
Bye.